Best-selling writer John Connolly, author of the Charlie Parker crime series, visited Waterstones in Lincoln in May 2008.
You've recently turned 40 and you're publishing your 10th book, so I wondered if you've had a chance to reflect on the last 10 years of your own work and where you are now.
Oh God. I suppose I've thought about it a little. I never really expected to be published. So now I'm kind of surprised that I've been published 10 times and it still haven't been found out. That's always a nice thing. I think the books have got better. I think I've got better as a writer. I think there was a point at around the 4th or 5th book when I think things could have gone in a very different direction. When I decided that it was time to give the Parker books a break and to try and experiment a little bit. I think I knew I was going to be published for a while, and I thought it was going to be a long campaign, and the first thing you do in a long campaign is you see what you have in your armoury. And I wrote a book of short stories called Nocturnes, and it gave me a chance to try kind of a lot of new voices. And as a result, the books that came after changed a little bit, I think. And there were books like the Book of Lost Things, and the tone of some of the Parker books changed a little bit as well. So I think I really only feel like I'm getting into my stride now after 10 years. And I'm sure if you ask me the same question in 20 years, I'd say, actually, I'm just about to start getting better. I'm really sorry about the 10 years that went before, the 20 years that went before, but the next ones are going to be much better. So all told, a reasonable sense of satisfaction at what I've done, but also a kind of knowledge that I can get better and that I should get better, and not want to stand still on the basis of what I've done already.
And with Reapers, especially, that is again another new direction. So how did you go into that, and what were you hoping to get from it?
I was curious about the Angel and Louis characters, who had figured in the earlier novels and had become kind of readers' favourites. Readers really liked them. And I was quite ambivalent about that, because I thought, should you really like people who are morally dubious, who kill people? And I wanted to explore them a little bit further. I also wanted people to be able to see Parker from outside, because in the Parker books he describes everything. The action is seen through his eyes. And we never really get a sense of how other people see him. So the Reapers was a chance to have other people comment upon him and say, this is what I think of him, or this is the kind of person that I feel that he is. And I also want to experiment with pace. The Parker novels, by their nature, they can be a bit slow at times, and they're quite reflective because of his nature. Angel and Louis aren't reflective. That isn't in their natures at all. So the book is much faster than the other books. And I also wanted to remove all the supernatural stuff, which is a big part of the Parker books and a very important element of them, but again had no place in this kind of book. And to see if I could still write a book that people would want to read. And so the pacing thing was quite important. Action is a very difficult thing to write, because action it's more show than tell. And it's very difficult to carry it off on the page and keep it pacey. So with the Reapers, I very consciously wanted to do that. I'd done a little bit of it with Bad Men about 5 years ago, and I wanted to return to that and see if I could actually write a book that built up momentum all the way through, so that by the end of it you were really flicking the pages really, really fast, and yet at the same time there were things constantly happening on the page. And so it was it's another attempt to add to that, for a better term, your vocabulary. That vocabulary not just of words, but of style and of technique.
The Reapers is out now, published by Hodder and Stoughton, priced $14.99.